Hey everyone! If you're enjoying the coverage of the Pro Play Tour Online series, just remember, you can play in one yourself. Every Thursday you can enter our free weekly 64-player tournament with invites to the entire Top Cut. Every Saturday is our weekend championship, where you can enter a YCS-type event with 100% payout and even a cash payout option. The more players, the bigger the prizes. Can't commit time to play in our one-day events? We also host multiple 8-man pods daily, ready to fire on demand on your own schedule. All these events award invites to our free invite-only Players Championship, May 9th through 10th, with prizes supplied by our sponsors. For more information, visit ppgeventmanagement.com and come play with the pros.
What's up, guys? It's Jam1 from Jam1CCG coming at you guys with the finals of the PPG Season 2 Online Series, weekend number 5. We got in the red corner the current reigning champion, Neal, versus in the blue corner, Torres. We see some crazy stuff. This is about to be Invoked Eldritch versus Combo Roar Down Eldritch, whatever you want to call it. They're starting things off right now. I am joined here with Dale, UK, YuGiTuber, and Judge Peter Brown. Guys, what do you think is about to happen here? We see Cam just going into his synchro engine already.
So good. Summon John Synchron. You just go right from there. Should be a bona fide mirror. Is that correct?
No, I think we got Invoked is with Andres, and then full on synchro combo from Cam.
Neal is not playing Invoked as well. He's playing the sync. He's playing.
Does
Andres play any of the synchro cards, or just pure, or just Invoked and then?
I think it's just Invoked.
I don't think we've seen him go like the crazy combo, but if you guys saw that last round, that was crazy how he was able to link climb into Salim, into Axis Code Talker. So yeah, I don't know if he has that kind of space in there for
Just
all
get
of
stopped
that.
Right here.
Valor
Neal
coming
gets stopped
in
by this Valor.
We
had the discussion about whether or not it was correct to Valor Hawk of Fibrax or Waradon, and Andres chose to Valor Hawk of Fibrax, and it looks like it's working out.
Indeed. So this is intense. We got a lot of watchers in chat. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, this is crazy. This is the finals for today. We're gonna see how far it goes.
See if Neal can take another championship. It'd be impressive.
Where's Andreas gonna just take the throne?
Ira banishes himself, summon Formula Synchron.
But it's certainly interesting and well within Andreas' kind of court at the moment in time, depending on what those 4 cards are. How far he can kind of go from here. The Golden Lord will be able to deal with the back row or the monster, and then kind of build into his hopefully Invoked engine as well to kind of control whatever else Cam has in hand.
Sense Formula. Interesting. Acro might be a good call. I would be scared if I were Cameron. I mean, the opening was so lackluster.
Indeed.
Andres is really going to be able to put up a dominant board up here.
I think could Andreas honestly try and go for game here? Is he going to try and push as far as possible? I mean, if he's opened up any part of the Invoked engine, he can pretty much get a very, very powerful control board and do a significant amount of damage.
But it looks like no Alistair shenanigans just yet. Just gonna go straight to battle phase and take some swinging in on their damage out of his life points.
Up.
Now he's going to bring out a Golden Lord of his own.
I mean, Andreas still has a very beefy Golden Lord at 35, and Cam wasn't able to really do a lot, but he has had 2 draws since his last turn, so maybe those 2 draws could unlock his hand and pretty much let him control this from here on. But being able to face down 4 back row as well is always going to be an interesting task for Cam to get past, but if anyone's going to be able to outdo odds like that, it will be Cam.
Another part of... He was running 2, right? Holly
Yeah. Yeah, he had like two full sets of the combo.
Yeah, it seems pretty standard. It's definitely that's what he had in his deck list last week. I'm not sure what's changed.
I'm sure he's probably modified it like a little bit, but
I mean, he got to the finals twice, so
I was gonna
that's
say,
pretty
if
impressive.
it ain't broke, don't fix it. Anyone's game very early.
I mean, the one thing obviously that Cam can pretty much go off of is he knows his opponent doesn't have a Nibiru or an Ash, but he could still be facing down anything from we definitely know a Haquero, the possibility of a Conquistador back there, and maybe even an Impermanence to slow down the combo. But if none of that is there, I can probably see Cam going completely off here.
Like Andreas is actually thinking on the summon of this Jet Synchron as well. We also saw too, I believe that was his match. We saw him have a Forever, Andreas as well. He was playing Forever too, so that's another form of interruption that could also we might see later.
I'm not sure what he could use on the summon of Jet Synchron. He's going to Conquistador?
Or sorry, I keep mixing them up. The Popper, he can pop it and just deny him from even having
Just
some
revive it, though.
monsters. Definitely could, but that makes him
Probably
waste more
YuGiOh, though,
resources.
for that situation.
That too, exactly. So that's actually a good move right there.
Depends. See what Cam does about this. I think the chances of him having YuGiOh pretty high.
Well, he still has a Sanguine graveyard to go from there. If he chooses to use that, he's going to use the Jet Synchron effect to bring that back.
Then there we go. We see what we were saying. Met with a Haquero right there to just banish it. Sources here. And yeah, this is again, like I say, best way, in my opinion, the best way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So now let your opponent play Yu-Gi-Oh! We're seeing Andreas here just deny every play that Cam is trying to go for. Just saying, no, stop it.
Jet Synchron himself required 2 interruptions, just the 1 card. That's unbelievable. Wrong is.
See.
A testament to Jet Synchron's strength or Needle Fiber's strength?
But Jet Synchron in itself
Works so nice
much. So yeah. Looks like they're thinking here. So Magician Soul's coming down.
No,
not Instant Soul. Sorry,
discarded Souls to summon Illusion Magician.
That's what I was gonna say. I haven't seen it that way in a while.
Yeah, that's the way you don't want to do it.
Yeah, you don't want to draw her at all. Just a beat stick here. Brain defaulted to Magician Souls. But yeah, not looking really strong at all on Cam's side here. Not only left with 1 card, and then his graveyard's got a few things, but
I mean, it's never ideal when you open up your Apprentice, because then it technically makes the remaining 2 souls in your deck slightly dead. You're going to have to use up your normal summon to get any type of value from it. And then, you know, he'll be able to recur his back row, which he's just done exactly so. But then there's also the trap cards in Andreas' graveyard, and he's just activated the Sanguine to get another Golden Lord on board.
He's not been able to dip into the Synchro monsters in his extra deck at all during this game.
Yeah, you kind of have to. Andreas has probably been testing this type of matchup. I think that's one thing that because the Eldritch have gone that way, that they're all running the Synchro. If you choose not to run that engine, you can kind of give your opponent more to see and do. And try to interrupt and kind of deal with on top of. And then if you've practiced enough and you know the Synchro, maybe that's a lot easier to counter than maybe the invokes section of the deck.
Like Judge jumps in and
Neal wasn't in the Discord. He got a UC minor.
They're gonna keep going. It shouldn't matter too much.
Just a warning.
See, this is how you want to see your Magician Souls.
Right. He's like, let me show you what you should have done. No control there, though. I mean, that's the high risk you have to take of playing a combo piece like Magician Souls. It just happens sometimes. Fortunate.
Oh, there she is, the Moonlit Chill.
Oh, she's coming back, guys, to say chill out on that.
There's one thing where Valor would have been marginally better in that situation because you could do it on cost. Moonlit Chill is a trigger effect that had to happen when the monster is summoned. But that's main deck Moonlit Chill. That's what he's opted for this time.
It looks
Instead of side
that way.
decking it. Pretty interesting.
Though with the mana Oracle.
Hang on, so was he thinking on the summon of Magician's Soul as to whether to get the draw or the...
Who was?
How did mana get back to the board? I might have missed something.
He targeted. So Magician's Soul was targeted by Moonlit Chill, and that triggers his Mana Graveyard effect.
Right, got you.
When an opponent activates a card or effect that targets a spellcaster monster you control while this is in your graveyard, and she can come out.
It's neat. And now level 7 or higher spellcasters can't be targeted. Can't be destroyed by card effects, but that really shouldn't matter. I don't think there's any applicable cards in his whole deck. Mana's level 6. It's just a body.
Yeah, nice little way of kind of making the best out of a worse situation when you get moonlit and chilled. I honestly thought he was thinking on the summon of souls as to whether or not he wanted to, where he was going from there. But
There's sheep.
Oh, are we gonna see some spicy action like we did last time?
Oh, very strong.
Hakuero.
Any response to this? That's tragic.
let's not forget, though, that Andreas is also playing Omega, so that banish of Golden Lord isn't the end of the world for him.
Here's Celine. There she is. How many spells we got around? 1, 2, 3. There we go. We can make access Code Talker now.
Yeah, Dell's right about
Use 3 counters. Summon. Gas access Code Talker's the next card that's going to come out.
He's got nothing great.
Pretty smart.
He'll have 3 attributes to clear off 3 cards his opponent controls.
He just got rid of that invocation because he didn't have an Alistair. His access Code Talker. He's going to start picking away this board. Great card.
That combo is pretty good.
So he targeted Celine on summon to gain 3,000 attack. And then if Neal has no response to the resolution, he's going to start popping cards one by one. Non-targeting, and Neal can't respond.
I think that this goes game 1 to Andreas then.
Oh.
Golden Lord clears off the Hakuero, and then access in for game.
Access code just coming cleaning up the field just as we saw in that last game. Just pop.
Andreas might putting himself into position to deny a second win by Cameron Neal.
And that's a concession, man. Access code talker is insane. Wow.
Still looking to earn your invite for the free Players Championship on May 9th and 10th? Visit ppgeventmanagement.com to learn about the different qualifiers available. From one-day events to play-on-your-own-schedule events, all events offer a buyback or cash option along with a 100% credit option redeemable towards any future pre-order at competitive prices. Grinding and getting paid to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Has never been easier. Play with the most professional worldwide tournament series today and join the online community. Come join us on Discord for assistance, info, and even discussions about future events.
All right, and we're getting to it. The formalities are out the way. Here we go, game 2.
This is why we have the extra hour in time.
like Cam is going to start things off with the tuning.
Jet
Torres
Synchron
allows
format.
it.
Question is, has Cam learnt from game one, being able to, the possibility of having a face down on Nibiru? I'm not even too sure if Cam knows that Andreas is playing the token collector as well. That could catch him off guard unless he's prepared for it.
See, the disruption went on Needle Fiber last time, so if Grace follows suit, we'll see a disruption right here if he has one. It does get Veilered, so he's choosing to use it on Needle Fiber instead of on Auroradon, possibly because he is assuming that Cameron doesn't play Quick Draw Synchron, or is not going to be able to extend through this, which might be a fair assumption.
I mean, we've already lost the jet effect, so...
Not a lot of people play Quick Draw Synchron. It's not a guarantee.
Hey, so we might just see a repeat of what happened last game.
It actually is just a repeat. Pointer.
That's new, though, because side deck came in here. Red pointy finger guy looking in that hand, on his hand.
Showed it to us, too.
Ooh,
So,
as an Ash in hand.
Oh.
That's such a weak opening. He's going to get blown apart.
It really depends. I mean, the red pointer could do enough, and the Ash should be enough to stop the invoked engine. And if the red pointer picks out the right card, which we know Cam is more than capable of doing so, could derail the Eldritch kind of play as well, meaning that there's only going to be 3 cards for
Andreas. It's really, really important because he has no other way to get his deck going. We'll actually be able to hack a Fibrax for a Formula Synchron and get a draw. Alright, so he's getting rid of the Golden Lord. This is in Andres' hand. Terraforming. That'll get ashed.
Right, so this really is very simplified here. Depends on what Andreas has to go from.
Perfect knowledge, so he just went ahead and used it on Terraforming. That way, later on, if he got a meltdown, Souls wouldn't be able to send it for a draw.
A Cyclone.
We'll be able to see what he has now. Sanguine. It's another copy of Cyclone.
Another Cyclone.
But Formula will draw, so hopefully Cam can draw into playable.
Every card matters.
He's the one who's really digging
now,
right now because Andres is up a game.
Indeed. He doesn't know what this card is. Reyes does not know what this card is that he just now, so...
If he drew a monster, because then he'd make another Needle Fiber.
He's already got a Jet in graveyard, so it doesn't matter what he draws. He discards that, uses Jet and Formula, and he can make a full-on Needle combo.
He's the second Jet in grave? He discarded Jet for the first Jet. There we go.
Yep.
Oh.
That's huge.
You turn off the gas, or is this gonna be full-on just blowout from
The only hesitation I can imagine is that maybe Andreas... Cam has seen that Andreas in those last 2 cards has a hand trap, whether it be a Nibiru or Veiler. And that could be the only thing that would deter him from trying to go full combo.
Honestly, I think he's telegraphed that there is a disruption. The fact that he's just not going right in.
Yeah.
The combo does itself.
Okay. Magician Souls.
Decision. So it's good that he normal summon the souls, because if this gets disrupted, he can discard a card and revive Jet Synchron, and then he can extend further. You can either make a Roardon right there, or Hawk of Firebrax into Link Cross and do play after that.
Yeah, I think the big
decision point for Andreas. Does have something.
Exactly. The big decision is, does Andreas, if Andreas remembered that the Jet Synchron is in graveyard or not, because if he forgets about that little detail, that could be what comes back and seriously causes him issues.
He did forget. Not sure, but I find it unlikely. He just thought it was most valuable to do it now. That way, Despot 01 wouldn't come on board. Because now the capability that Cameron Neal has is severely diminished with Despot 01 not being around. So that might have been still correct to use Ash right here. Let's just say it was Ash and not Valor. Auroradon's token effect.
Yeah, I mean, what's the best kind of end from here? Just literally sitting on a Savage Dragon. Is that enough?
So I think it is just Savage Dragon, but that's pretty good in a simplified game state. That's really strong.
Indeed.
Well, I mean, we've got a Golden Lord in hand, plus an unknown that Cam knows, and whatever gets top decked by Andreas as well.
If he can get what's really devastating though is Golden Lord's discard effect in the event. Okay, so he's going for Link Cross. Formula has already been used. I don't think he plays second. Link Karibo. Borkade. It's like the same result, just now he has an extra Link Cross token. Okay, Auroradon. Just Link Cross token, the rest are Mecha Phantom Beast tokens.
Does this unlock much more, or does it just leave that an additional token on board? I'm trying to think of what else you could go into the extra deck for. I suppose possible Coral Dragon?
It's like
That
he's
is
thinking
true.
himself.
Yeah, you can make Coral Dragon with O-Lion, a Mecha Phantom Beast token, and a Link Cross token. But then when you do after that, then you just have Mecha Phantom Beast tokens. And you're stuck at 9.
Just put a token on there to distinguish which token is which.
He might play the Crocosaur as well, because then technically what he could do is you go Coral Dragon, then use Coral Dragon and the remaining token to make the Crocosaur. You get a draw off of Coral Dragon, and then you get a draw off of the Crocosaur as well.
He has to tribute. You can tribute up to 3 monsters. You can tribute the token for that. That's pretty cool. Let me read Link Cross real quick. Double check that. That probably should be fine. Yeah, the only restriction is you can't use the Link material.
Here's the Savage.
World Savage. Nice and simple. Can't link again after this because of Auroradon.
To be fair,
Hey.
though, this is exactly what I was going to say, because simplify game state where Andreas is top decking, Whirl might just be enough to end it.
You can also use Auroradon's effect next turn to pop a card. Auroradon is so good. I think that if he can draw a strong Eldritch spell or trap, Andreas is going to be in a good position here when he discards the Golden Lord to challenge the Savage. Yeah, so he's discarding Hikato and the Golden Lord to challenge the Savage, forcing the negate. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Is that the top deck? That's
That's
crazy.
what he drew, right? That was in the far left of his hand.
Oh, Alistair might swing this all around.
Cameron Neal types in the chat, weird. That is weird how that works.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
it's harder the cards.
Dre's got a little... Okay, yeah, so he's searching Invocation.
So there's no real interruptions here, and he's gonna just be free.
He's free to go.
Go
That's insane.
to Mirage.
Does Purgatrio give him enough to clear the board off?
How much
I
attack?
don't know.
How much attack does it gain for? It gains 200 for each card he controls, so that'd be 4.
It would only
It's
be
not
sitting
enough
at
to get
about
over
3K.
Savage, but you'd have to use the Alistair. It'd be worth it.
Token,
Listen,
it does
I don't
pierce.
think it's necessary. Yeah, he is going for Purgatrio. Oh wow! That was crazy. He drew exactly what he needed to break that. That was
It's
great.
incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, new champion.
Hey everyone.